watched my most recent grocery haul, you know that I ordered a bunch of stuff that they just marked unavailable. They didn't substitute anything, and so I only ended up with like 3/4 of what I needed. So I took the chance and I placed another delivery order today because I have this girl here with me. She's not quite crate trained yet, and my husband has a seatbelt for her in his truck, but I do not have one in my car, so I didn't want to like place a pickup order, take her with me. Obviously I can't take her into the store. I can't put her in a crate, and it's just me here today. I took the day off of work to get some stuff done around this house. So anyways, I placed the delivery order again. I was able to get, looks like everything. So I'm going to show you really quickly what I picked up, the couple of things I was missing, plus a few extra things. Alright, so here's everything I picked up at Walmart. The main thing was the ham. So on my meal plan this week, I wanted to make a big like ham dinner because this is fully cooked. It's super easy. You just have to throw it in the oven and heat it through. So it makes for like a fancier, more like homemade family dinner without having to be like a whole big production. So I'm gonna bake this today, I think, because I'm home and I have the time to do that. And then when we have the leftovers, we'll have ham sandwiches or ham sliders one night, and then we'll also have a ham and potato soup, which I'm super excited about. But I had gotten all of the ingredients for that soup and those meals, but then they marked the ham unavailable and didn't bring it and didn't substitute it. So that was the main thing. Also shredded cheese and some produce items that they had just marked unavailable. Plus, I stocked up on snacks for at the office. I have this big drawer at my office where I keep a whole bunch of snacks, and it's completely empty, so I needed to restock. So let me show you what I picked up. I got a couple of things of cheese. I have been buying those little, I don't even know what they're called. They're like snack portions of like nuts and cheese and crackers and that sort of thing. They're so expensive though, and I thought, why am I doing that when I can just put together my own little snack bags? So I did buy the snack size bags. I thought that would be good to do like my own little trail mix type situation, so I got a bunch of stuff for that. Little cubes of cheese, turkey sticks, that sort of thing to have in the fridge at the office for when I'm feeling snacky. So I got some Colby and Monterey Jack, and then some extra sharp cheddar. The Fiesta Blend cheese. This is our favorite cheese to put on anything. Like, it says Fiesta Blend, so you think like tacos, but it's not seasoned with that taco seasoning. It's just the mix of Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso quesadilla, and asadero cheeses. I think I said that right. And we put these on baked potatoes, we put it on chili, we put it on everything. So, got that. Robbie requested kiwi. This is one of the items that they marked unavailable in my last order, so I added it to this order, and we were lucky enough to receive it. Peanut butter M&Ms and peanut M&Ms are my favorite. I thought these would make for a nice little chocolate treat in my trail mix. And Maple's asking to go out, so give me a second. Pause. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and now Miss Maple is chasing the cats, so let's just ignore that. I got some bananas. Okay, so the other produce items that they did not include in the order earlier this week were bananas and apples. And you guys, these Honeycrisp apples smell so good. We're moving into apple season soon. Honeycrisp are my favorite. I got those, and I got a big jar of peanut butter. I saw this extra crunchy peanut butter on someone's vlog. I don't even remember who, but I didn't know that they made extra crunchy peanut butter, and it just sounded really good. So I got a jar of that. I got some whole cashews. Nuts are my favorite snack for at the office because they're just so easy. So I got a big thing of whole cashews, got a big thing of almonds, and then I got some honey roasted peanuts. I actually ordered a big container like this of those. They must have been out, so they substituted 2 smaller ones. This shopper actually did my substitution, so I appreciate that. Also got some Slim Jims for at the office. These make for a good and easy thing to grab between meals. And these are like my guilty pleasure, even though I never feel guilty about my pleasures. pretzel nuggets filled with peanut butter. I actually haven't tried the Great Value ones before, but I imagine they're all the same. I'm really excited about those. So that was my haul. Oh, I'm totally forgetting to show you guys the sweetened dried cranberries. I thought that would be good with the mixed nuts and the chocolate as a little trail mix. And then these garlic parmesan pretzel crisps are my favorite. I love those. Have you guys tried these? Let me know what you think if you have. And if you haven't, go do yourself a favor. Go to your grocery store, get these, and then come back and tell me that I was right and these are fantastic. All right, I'm gonna get this stuff put away. And then I'm going to tackle my kitchen. So I showed you guys in my last vlog how behind I was on cleaning. And that is still the case. I cleaned up a little bit, but things very quickly fall back apart around here. We're not very tidy people. We're not great at don't put it down, put it away. We tend to just set things down and walk away. And I also have one of those like all or nothing mentalities. Like if I have 10 minutes to clean and 10 minutes isn't enough to take care of everything, I just won't bother. So I have the time today. I'm going to tackle it. I did wash the pots and pans, so that's good news. Just a couple of dishes in the sink and just tidying up. We have a lot of clutter around here. Just is what it is. Also, Maple chewed up a $20 bill. So that's a thing that happened, but luckily the serial number and everything is still there, so it shouldn't be a problem to get that replaced at the bank. So when I was talking about the little snack things I've been buying, this is what I'm referring to, the balanced breaks. These are ridiculously expensive and they're really good, but like it's just a little portion of nuts and dried fruit and cheese. And I feel like 3 of these things was like $6. I like that they're portion controlled and like low in calories and it's a good healthy mix of stuff, but like I can do better for way cheaper with what I just purchased. So I'm gonna make up my own little balanced breaks to take to the office. So I'm taking a break and having a little snack, and I'm sharing my baby carrots with Miss Maple because she loves them. Maple, sit. Sit. Good girl. There you go. She loves baby carrots. And so do I. So while I am cleaning up and catching up on housework things, I'm catching up on YouTube as well. I'm so far behind. I used to watch YouTube like all day long in the background while I was taking care of things while I was a stay-at-home mom, but now that I'm not home as much, I'm naturally not watching as much YouTube. I've also been listening to a lot of audiobooks and stuff lately, so I'm very behind. But one of the things I'm doing, like I said, is catching up with some YouTube videos, and everything on my feed for YouTube is fall, clean, and decorate with me. And it got me thinking. Sorry you guys, I'm still eating my baby carrots. So you're probably seeing some in my teeth. Anyway, do you decorate for fall? I feel like that's something that I saw people do on YouTube a few years back, several years back now, and felt like all of these like it girl influencers who are like cleaning their house and decorating all the time, like that's how I was supposed to be. And so I tried it for a couple of years. I don't really do it anymore, and I think it's just because it's like, number one, I don't have time, but number two, it's just like more clutter. You guys have seen my house, you know that it's clutter all the time. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna decorate for fall this year. I didn't decorate for fall last year either. I might have like a fall candle or something, and that's about as far as it's gonna go. And actually I'm thinking about really minimizing Christmas decorating this year with the new puppy and just how busy we are and how we're not really gonna be home as much to enjoy the decorations. I'm thinking we're just gonna put up a Christmas tree and that's it. In fact, I considered not putting up a Christmas tree at all, but Austin was like, Mom, we're putting up a Christmas tree. So he nixed the idea of just skipping out on it entirely, but I'm really thinking we're gonna go very minimal with Christmas decor this year. Let me know what you think. Do you decorate for fall? Are you really into it? Is that something that just influencers do? I'd love to hear from you. I'm gonna go finish my snack and then get back to work. Okay, so house is all tidied up. Got a little candle going. Got it going in here too. Everything's all good. It feels so good to be caught up with that. Now I'm gonna make some peanut butter bars. So these are like no-bake peanut butter, honey, and oatmeal are the 3 ingredients. And I'm not going to use this. This still needs to be put away. I'm going to use creamy peanut butter for this. I'm going to use creamy peanut butter. I've got like multiple open honey containers, not really sure why, so I'm going to use up some of that. I will put the recipe up on the screen. It's super easy peasy. My husband's been asking me to make these for ages, and I'm finally going to do it and surprise him today. Alright, so we have 3 cups of oats. I'm using quick oats. I think the recipe calls for steel cut oats, but it does say you can use quick oats in or old-fashioned oats, I think is what the recipe calls for. But it says you can use quick oats in a pinch. So we have that. I have my mixture of peanut butter and honey on the stove here. I'm just going to pour it over and give it a mix, and then dump it into my little casserole dish. This is just as quick and easy as like a marshmallow treat, like a Rice Krispie treat, only not as sticky. So good too. Delicious. Alright, so the ham is looking real good in there. It's almost done. My potatoes, I think, are just about done. And I gotta get a vegetable in the microwave, and then we will be all ready to eat. So we've got our deep freezer here, and we've got Alright, so dinner is served. Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday, just before 9 a.m. I am all ready for work, and I've got about 20 minutes before I have to walk out the door, so I'm going to really quickly clean up the kitchen from last night. My guys all helped me out a lot. Actually, last night, I kind of divvied up some responsibilities and told everybody, like, look, this is what you're gonna do. We gotta work together to get this house cleaned up, leave the dishes for me, basically take care of everything else. And so they did. I was in bed by 9 last night. They are all like evening people. They get their motivation in the evening. I'm a morning person. I have my most energy first thing in the morning, while they are all like bears. First thing in the morning, you can't talk to them, you can't do nothing. So they used their evening to clean up some. I'm gonna use my morning to clean up some. I actually talked to my husband while we had our little weekend getaway, and I told him how overwhelmed I was feeling with everything. And he knew, you know, he could tell, but what he didn't know was what he could do to help. And you know, he's not in the business of mind reading. So we sat down, we talked about everything that was frustrating me about, you know, just trying to balance work life and home life and everything. And he's like, oh, yeah, we can fix this. So we actually decided that I was going to, at least during the super busy time when Austin has soccer every single evening and we're out of the house every evening, I'm gonna work 4 days a week during this busy time. And those 4 days will probably have to be a little bit longer. I pushed my start time back so that I can take advantage of all this energy I have first thing in the morning and use it for home stuff, because the office, it's just paperwork. I don't need a ton of energy for that, or a ton of motivation. And we just kind of shifted our schedules around a little bit to make things easier. We also discussed with the boys, like, what their expectations were. Austin did a ton of helping out around the house during the summertime when he was home, but now that he is back to school and then has soccer practice or soccer games immediately after, his evenings are busy with homework, and then he's going to be starting work on the weekends. It's just not realistic to expect him to help out a ton around here. So we talked to Robbie, and he's going to pick up some slack. We're going to divvy up the cooking. We're going to kind of regroup, reconfigure things now that we're in a different season and things have changed up. We were doing better over the summertime, but now the schedule's changed, so we just have to accommodate our schedule change. Luckily, we are fortunate enough to be able to make our own schedules, working for ourselves, so that's what we decided to do. So I pushed my start time back. I don't have to be in now until 9:30 instead of 8 o'clock, and that gives me some extra time in the mornings to tidy up, do what I gotta do, get myself ready. I was basically stumbling out of bed, having coffee, and then going to the office, using up all of my energy sitting around at a desk doing paperwork, and then by the time I was getting home in the late afternoons, I was just exhausted and I didn't want to do anything around the house. And then we were going to soccer games and, you know, it's just a lot. So hopefully this new schedule will work better for us. We'll try it out, we'll see. I'm gonna get these dishes done and then I'm gonna head off to work. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it's tidied back up. I just have one pan to wash when I get home because it's got some stuck on egg on it. It's not spotless by any means, but it's picked up. I've got a load of laundry in the washer, a load of laundry in the dryer, and there's just like 1.5 loads left. That'll be another day. The Robo-Rock is running to do my floors while we are gone, and I can get out the door. Okay, so I just got home from work. It is just after 3 o'clock. Austin has a soccer game at 6. He's got to be there to warm up at 5. Hold that thought. All right, I'm back. That was Eric letting me know that we have another employee with a tire that needs to be replaced. That happened last week too. Anyway, I'm home. I'm going to use the leftover ham from yesterday's dinner and I'm gonna put together a quick ham and potato soup. Austin has a soccer game. He's got to be there at 5, so we had a couple hours to put the soup together and have dinner, and then we are off for a soccer game. Okay, so I have onions, celery, and carrots cooking down in my pot here. I just love this pot. It is a Dutch oven from Amazon, and I love this green color. I just got it recently, and I've been using it like crazy. But I've got this going. I'm going to add the ham and potatoes, top it off with some chicken broth, let it cook for a while, and then I'll make up the roux with milk and flour and butter, and then top that off with milk and cheese and deliciousness. And I am so excited for this soup. It's one of my favorites. I have to say a big thank you to you for being here, because you were my motivation to clean up the kitchen this morning and do my morning routine. I woke up with a ton of back pain. I did not sleep well last night, and I was not feeling up to doing this. Tidying up my kitchen, getting a load of laundry in, you know, my new morning routine. And then I opened up the dishwasher. I was gonna push through. I opened up the dishwasher and Austin had not emptied it last night like I asked him to. So then I really didn't want to do it. But there was no way I was getting on camera this morning and telling you that I failed at my new morning routine on day 2. So I pushed through, I did it. Once again, it's not perfect, but the dishes are running in the dishwasher. I got my load of laundry in. My laundry basket is empty. And I've got Rosie here getting ready to run. So overall, I'd say it's a success. Thank you for being here.